Good morning, students. This will be the last problem of traditional approach for deciding debit and credit of accounts involved in transaction. Okay, so learn it properly. First entry: Kamal started business with cash rupees 1,50,000. Here, Kamal is the owner of the business because here he is investing cash rupees 1,50,000 into his business. Two accounts were involved here. First account will be cash account and second account will be capital account. It will be commerce capital account. Okay. So cash account is real account and capital account is personal account. Real, personal. Now use real accounts rule to decide debit or credit of cash, and personal accounts rule to decide debit credit of capital. First, real account. Rule says that debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here, we are writing the accounts from the point of view of business. So, from the point of view of business, cash comes into the business. As Kamal, the owner, is giving cash to the business, investing cash into business. So, cash comes into the business. So, comes in. And rule says that debit what comes in. Okay. So, cash account will be debited by rupees 1,50,000 here. Understood? Now, capital account. Capital account is personal account. Rule says that debit the receiver, credit the giver. Kamal, that is owner, he is giver of cash. So, giver. And rule says that credit the giver. So, capital account will be credited by rupees 1,50,000. Okay. Now, second entry, deposited into bank rupees 40,000. Two accounts are involved here. First is bank account and second is cash account. Bank account is personal account and cash account is real account. Rule of personal account is debit the receiver, credit the giver. As we are depositing rupees 40,000 into bank, bank is the receiver here. So, bank's account will be debited by rupees 40,000. Cash is real account. Real accounts rule says that debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here cash goes out from our business, goes out. So cash account will be credited by rupees 40,000. Okay. Now purchased goods rupees 20,000. We are purchasing goods worth rupees 20,000. This is a cash transaction. Even though for cash words are not there, party's name is not mentioned here, or purchase goods rupees 20,000 फ्रॉम क्रेडिटर असं म्हटलं असतं तरी ती क्रेडिट ट्रान्झॅक्शन झालं असतं, पण हे कॅश ट्रान्झॅक्शन आहे. सो पर्चेसेस अकाउंट आणि कॅश अकाउंट असे दोन अकाउंट येतील. पर्चेसेस ज्यावेळेला आपण गुड्स परचेस करतो त्यावेळेला आपण पैसे खर्च करतो, त्यामुळे आपण त्याला एक्सपेन्सेस असं कन्सिडर केलं तर तो नॉमिनल अकाउंट येईल. तुम्ही पर्चेसेस याचा अर्थ स्टॉक ऑफ गुड्स असाही कन्सिडर करू शकता. त्यामुळे पर्चेसेस अकाउंट हा रिअल अकाउंट होईल इन धिस केस. सो रिअल अकाउंट अँड कॅश इज ऑल्सो रिअल अकाउंट. ट्रॅडिशनल अप्रोचमध्ये पर्चेसेस हे तुम्ही एक्सपेन्सेस म्हणून कन्सिडर करू शकता, किंवा इझी म्हणजे तुम्ही रिअल अकाउंट म्हणून कन्सिडर करू शकता. पर्चेस गुड्स इज ॲसेट, दॅट इज स्टॉक ऑफ गुड्स इज अवर ॲसेट, सो इट इज रिअल अकाउंट. Understood? So both are real accounts. Now use one rule only. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here stock of goods comes in, that is goods are coming in, and cash goes out. So debit what comes in, purchases account will be debited by rupees 20,000. and cash account will be credited by rupees 20,000. Okay. Next entry. Goods of rupees 11,000 sold to Kunal. In this transaction, see, Kunal, that is party's name is given. For cash words are not here in the sentence. So, and this entry is of sale. So, this entry is credit transaction. Okay. This transaction is credit transaction. We are selling goods worth rupees 11,000 to Kunal. Okay. So, one account will be Kunal's account as we are selling goods to Kunal, and second account will be sales account. So, Kunal's account and sales account. Here Kunal's account is personal account and sales account. इथे तुम्ही सेल्स अकाउंट गुड्स सोल्ड केल्यावर सेल्स रेव्हेन्यू येतो म्हणून नॉमिनल अकाउंटही दाखवू शकता, किंवा तुम्ही सेल्स अकाउंट सेल ऑफ गुड्स म्हणून गुड्स मनामध्ये ठेवून रिअल अकाउंटही दाखवू शकता. ओके. काहीही तुम्ही दाखवलं तरी डेबिट क्रेडिट हे परफेक्टच येणार आहे, हे लक्षात ठेवा. अंडरस्टूड. सो टुडे वी विल consider sales as stock of goods sold, so it will be real account. Understood. Now personal account. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here as we are selling goods to Kunal, Kunal is the receiver, so debit the receiver. Kunal's account will be debited by rupees 11,000. And sales, real account, that is sale of goods. We are considering here sales means goods sold. Okay, so real account. Rule says that debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here goods are going out, so goes out, and sales account will be credited by rupees 11,000. If we consider sales account as income, here then sales account will be nominal account, and rule says that credit all gains and incomes, so it will be credited. Understood. Now next entry. Returned from Kunal goods worth rupees 1,000 as defective. We have sold here goods worth rupees 11,000 to Kunal, but now Kunal is returning goods worth rupees 1,000 as they were defective. So one account will be sales return account, and other account will be Kunal's account. Okay. Sales return account, as we have considered sales as goods, it will be real account, and Kunal's account will be personal account. Now rule says that, real accounts rule says that debit what comes in, credit what goes out. As Kunal is returning goods to us, in our business goods comes in. Okay. And rule says that debit what comes in. So sales return account will be debited by rupees 1,000. Now Kunal's account is personal account. Rule says that debit the receiver, credit the giver. Kunal is returning back the goods, means Kunal is the giver, and rule says that credit the giver. So Kunal's account will be credited by rupees 1,000. Next transaction now. Sold goods rupees 13,000 on credit. Sold goods rupees 13,000 on credit. This is a clearly credit transaction, as the words on credit are here, but party's name is not given here. So we will say to the party as debtor. आपल्याला माहिती आहे की आपण ज्या कस्टमरला क्रेडिटनी गुड्स सोल्ड करतो त्यांना आपण डेटर्स असं म्हणतो. सो वन अकाउंट विल बी डेटर्स अकाउंट and second account will be sales account. Okay. Debtor is a person, so personal account, and we have considered sales as sale of goods, so it is real account. Now rule of personal account. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. We are selling goods to debtor, so debtor is receiver, and rule says that debit the receiver, so debtor's account will be debited by rupees 13,000. Sales account is real account because we have considered it as sale of goods, and stock of goods is our asset. So here rule says that debit what comes in, credit what goes out. As we are selling goods, goods goes out. So rule says that credit what goes out and sales account will be credited. See, sales account will be credited by rupees 13,000. Next entry. Cash rupees 9,500 received from Kunal in full settlement. See here, we have sold goods worth rupees 11,000 to Kunal. From that, Kunal returned goods worth rupees 1,000 as they were defective. So, ultimate amount रिसिवेबल फ्रॉम कुणाल वॉज रुपीज 10,000. कळतंय सगळ्यांना. 11,000चे गुड्स सोल्ड केले होते, 1,000चे गुड्स त्यांनी परत केले होते, म्हणजे 10,000 त्यांनी आपल्याला द्यायला पाहिजे होते. आणि आता आपल्याला त्यांनी सांगितलं आहे कॅश रुपीज 9,500 रिसिव्ड फ्रॉम कुणाल इन फुल सेटलमेंट. इन्स्टेड ऑफ पेइंग रुपीज 10,000 ही पेड रुपीज 9,500 इन फुल सेटलमेंट. मीन्स ही हॅज टेकन डिस्काउंट ऑफ रुपीज 500. 10,000 देण्याच्या ऐवजी 10,000चा अकाउंट फुल सेटल झाला असं कन्सिडर करून 9,500च त्यांनी दिलेले आहेत, म्हणजे त्यांनी आपल्याकडून 500 रुपये डिस्काउंट घेतलेला आहे. दिस इज डिस्काउंट अलाउड बाय अस टू कुणाल. ओके. सो इन दिस एंट्री 3 अकाउंट्स विल बी इन्वॉल्व्ड. फर्स्ट विल बी कॅश अकाउंट, second will be discount allowed, that is discount account, and third will be Kunal's account. Okay, cash account is real account, discount account is nominal account, and Kunal's account is personal account. In this transaction we have to use 3 rules, all rules. Okay, real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. We are receiving cash from Kunal, so cash comes in. So cash account will be debited by rupees 9,500 as cash coming in is rupees 9,500. Now discount. This discount, as we are allowing discount to Kunal, we are receiving less amount from Kunal. So difference 10,000. Difference between 10,000 and 9,500, that is rupees 500, will be lost to us as he is paying less amount to us. So this will be our loss. And nominal accounts rule says that debit all expenses and losses. So discount account will be debited by the amount of discount, that is 500. Okay. Now third account will be Kunal's account. Kunal's account is personal account and rule says that debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here amount, we are receiving amount from Kunal, means Kunal is the giver of cash, so giver, and rule says that credit the giver. So Kunal's account will be credited by rupees 10,000 because 10,000 rupees account was settled by Kunal. Okay, so his account was settled. His account of rupees 10,000 was settled, but we actually received rupees 9,500 only. So this account will be debited. Cash account will be debited by 9,500. Discount account will be debited by rupees 500 as it is our loss, and Kunal's account will be settled of rupees 10,000. Okay. Next entry. Cash received from debtors rupees 1,000. 10,000. Cash received from debtor. Here we have sold goods to debtor worth rupees 13,000. Now we have received rupees 10,000 from debtor. इथे फुल सेटलमेंट हे वर्ड्स नाही आहेत, त्यामुळे आपण काही 3,000 रुपये डिस्काउंट नाही देणार डेटरला, दॅट इज कस्टमरला. बरोबर आहे. सो त्यांनी पार्ट पेमेंट केले. इथे 13,000चे गुड्स आपण सोल्ड केले होते कुठल्या तरी डेटरला, त्याच्याकडून 10,000 रुपीज मिळाले असा अर्थ आहे याचा. सो वन अकाउंट विल बी कॅश अकाउंट अँड अदर अकाउंट विल बी डेटर्स अकाउंट. कॅश अकाउंट इज रियल अकाउंट अँड डेटर्स अकाउंट इज पर्सनल अकाउंट. ओके. नाव rule of real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here cash comes in as we are receiving cash, so cash account will be debited by rupees 10,000, debit what comes in. And debtors account is personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here this debtor is giver of cash, so his account will be credited by rupees 10,000. So in this entry cash account will be debited by rupees 10,000, debtors account will be credited by rupees 10,000. Okay. next entry now. Kamal withdrew rupees 5,000 for personal use from bank. This is the entry of drawings. One account will be drawings account, as owner is withdrawing something from business for personal use, but he is not withdrawing cash, he is withdrawing the amount from bank. So second account will be bank account. Okay. Drawings account will be Kamal's drawing, so it will be personal account, and bank account is an institution, so it will be personal account. Rule says that debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here Kamal, that is owner, is the receiver, so Kamal's drawings account, that is Kamal's account, will be debited by rupees 5,000. So drawings account will be debited by rupees 5,000, and bank is the giver of this amount, so bank's account will be credited by rupees 5,000. Okay. Next entry now. Purchase goods from Mr. Patel, rupees 14,000. One account will be purchases account, and one account will be Mr. Patel's account. This is a credit transaction, as party's name is given in the sentence. For cash words are not here, and this is the entry of purchase. So purchases and Mr. Patel. Purchases account, as we have considered in this problem, that purchases means purchases of goods. So it is our asset, so real account. And Mr. Patel's account is personal account. Real accounts rule says that debit what comes in. Here we are purchasing goods, means goods are coming in. So purchases account will be debited by rupees 14,000. Now Mr. Patel. Patel is the giver of goods, so giver, and Patel's account will be credited by rupees 14,000, because the rule says that debit the receiver, credit the giver. Okay. Now next entry. Received interest from Vinod rupees 700. Here we are receiving rupees 700 from Vinod. So, and they are for interest. Okay. So here Vinod's name, that is party's name, is not important, because this is not the entry of purchase or sale, and in this entry there will not be cash or credit transaction. So here we are receiving cash from Vinod rupees 700. So cash, one account will be cash account, and we are receiving cash for interest, so second account will be interest account. Cash account is real account, interest account is nominal account. As we are receiving interest, cash comes into the business. Real accounts rule says that debit what comes in. So cash account will be debited by rupees 700. Interest account is nominal account, and rule says that debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. As we are receiving interest, this is our income, so interest account will be credited by rupees 700, as rule says that credit all incomes and gains. Now next entry. Paid rent to Kapil rupees 3,000 by check. As here we are paying rent, one account will be rent account, and second account will be, as the rent is paid by check, second account will be bank account. Okay. Kapil is not important here, because this is a straight cash transaction of paying rent to somebody by check. So one account will be rent account, and second account will be bank account. Rent account is nominal account, and bank account is personal account. Okay. Now, as we are paying rent, this rent is our expense, and nominal accounts rule says that debit all expenses and losses. So rent account will be debited by rupees 3,000. Now bank account is personal account, and rule says that debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here as we are paying rent by check, bank is the giver of amount, so giver, and rule says that credit the giver, so bank account will be credited by rupees 3,000. Okay. Next entry. Purchased machinery rupees 25,000. Two accounts are involved in this transaction, as we are purchasing machinery, that is one asset, account will be machinery account, okay, and second account will be cash account. When we purchase assets account will be there in the transaction, okay, not purchases account. Purchases account will be only in case of purchase of goods. So machinery account and cash account, and both are real account, because machinery is also our asset and cash is also our asset. Now rule of real account: debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here machinery comes in and cash goes out, okay. So machinery account will be debited by rupees 25,000 and cash account will be credited by rupees 25,000. Now the next entry: paid salary rupees 2,000 by cash and rupees 3,000 by check. Here we are paying salary by cash and also by check. So as we are paying salary, one account will be salary account. As we are paying rupees 2,000 by cash, cash account should be there, so cash account, and we are giving rupees 3,000 by check, so there will be bank account. This is a combined entry. Combined entry means entry of more than two accounts involved. So salary account, cash account and bank account. Salary account is nominal account, cash account is real account and bank account is personal account. Salary account is nominal account. Rule says that debit all expenses and losses, and as we are paying salary, salary is our expense, so salary account will be debited here. By how much amount? The total salary paid is 2,000 plus 3,000. Okay, here they told us that salary paid by cash 2,000, by check 3,000. So total salary paid is rupees 5,000. So salary account, our expense, it will be debited by rupees 5,000. Cash account, real account. Rule says that debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here cash goes out, so cash account will be credited by rupees 2,000. Credit what goes out, as cash is going out rupees 2,000, it will be credited by rupees 2,000. And now bank account. Bank account is personal account. Rule says that debit the receiver, credit the giver. As we are giving check to the employee, bank is the giver of money, so bank account will be credited by rupees 3,000, as bank is giving rupees 3,000 to the employee. Okay, next entry now. Goods worth rupees 3,000 lost by fire. Here two accounts will be involved. One account will be lost by fires account, lost by fire account, and second account will be purchases account, means stock of goods. Okay, स्टॉक मधून गुड्स आगीमुळे जळालेले आहेत, सो पर्चेस्ड गुड्स विच इज अवर स्टॉक ऑफ गुड्स will be one account, and one account will be of loss because it is our loss. So loss by fire is nominal account. Any expense, losses, incomes and gains will be nominal account. So loss by fire will be nominal account, and purchases account will be real account, as it is purchased goods, that is stock of goods we have considered. Now nominal accounts rule says that debit all expenses and losses. Here this is our loss, so loss by fire account will be debited by rupees 3,000. And purchases, which is real account, rule says that debit what comes in, credit what goes out. As goods worth rupees 3,000 were destroyed, they are as good as going out from our accounts. Okay, so goes out. And rule says that credit what goes out, so purchases account will be credited by rupees 3,000. Okay, and now today's last entry. Goods worth rupees 5,000 distributed as free samples. फ्री सॅम्पल हा वर्ड ऐकला असेल तुम्ही. आपल्या गुड्सचं ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट करण्यासाठी फ्री सॅम्पल म्हणून गुड्स वाटले जातात. साधं आपलं डे टू डे लाईफमधलं उदाहरण आहे, एक्झाम्पल आहे, ते म्हणजे पापड वगैरे विकायला येतात ते लोक. चव बघण्यासाठी आपल्याला 3-4 पापड असेच देतात फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. हे ते ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंटसाठी करतात, याच्यामुळे त्यांना पुढचे फ्युचर कस्टमर्स मिळतात. ओके. सो गुड्स वर्थ ₹5,000 डिस्ट्रीब्युटेड ॲज फ्री सॅम्पल. दिस इज द ट्रान्झॅक्शन मेड फॉर ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट. सो फर्स्ट अकाउंट विल बी ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट. नुसतं ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंटही म्हणू शकतो आपण, किंवा ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट एक्सपेन्सेस अकाउंट असंही म्हणू शकतो. वन अकाउंट इज ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट अकाउंट अँड सेकंड अकाउंट इज पर्चेसेस अकाउंट. कारण पर्चेस गुड्समधले म्हणजे स्टॉक ऑफ गुड्समधले आपण गुड्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट केलेले आहेत फ्री सॅम्पल्स म्हणून. ओके. ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट एक्सपेन्सेस इज नॉमिनल अकाउंट अँड इट इज अवर एक्सपेन्स ॲज वी आर distributing goods free of cost for advertisement. This is the expense made for advertisement, so it is our expense. And rule says that debit all expenses and losses. So 5,000 rupees will be debited for advertisement account, that is advertisement account or advertisement expenses account will be debited by rupees 5,000. And purchases account is real account as it is stock of goods. Rule says that debit what comes in, credit what goes out. As we are distributing the goods as free samples, goods goes out from our business. And rule says that credit what goes out. So purchases account will be credited by rupees 5,000. Okay. Transactions are need study kara so that you can understand the concept properly. Okay. That's all for today.